Hey guys, what's going on? James here, and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers have held visits for a couple of players. The first one we're going to be talking about is New York Jets cornerback Bryce Hall. 6'1", 202 pounds, 26 years old, will be 27 when the upcoming season starts. Played 4 years with the New York Jets, is a former 5th round draft pick in the 2020 NFL draft, and could possibly be a replacement at outside cornerback for Mr. Carlton Davis, or at the very least be a depth cornerback moving forward. You take a look at Bryce Hall and what he did for the Jets. He's played in 39 games, started at 26, only has 2 career interceptions to his name. He had 17 games played and started in 2021, but it seems like he missed time in 2022 and in 2023. However, you take a look at his Pro Football Focus grade in 2023, it was a 66.4. We go back to 2022, it was a 41.8. You go back to 2021, whenever he had spent the entire year as a starter, was a 63.2, and then 2020, his first year, was a 59.9. So really, he's had some up and down moments. 2021 was a good year. 2023 was a good year. 2020 was a fine season. And then 2022 was a bad year. But his most recent year was his best year, where he did only play in 9 games, start in 2. So he has missed some time for the Jets in the past as well. But I'm going to be very interested to see what was going on with Bryce Hall. Is this something that he has injury issues with? Let's go ahead and dive into this a little bit once we get rid of all the ads and whatnot. It looks like, let's see, recorded his first career interception. Has been, okay, so he was placed on the active and non-football injury list in 2020. It was placed on the reserve non-football injury list in 2020. And that's really all the information we have on him right now. In terms of references, there aren't a ton, so I have to assume it's injuries. With Bryce Hall, some of the things that he's been dealing with throughout the past couple of years of his NFL career has been some injury-related issues. That's really the only thing that I can assume at this point. But you even take a look, played in 22 of defensive snaps in 2023, 53% of special teams snaps in 2023 as well, 47 in 2022. So really the past couple of years, he's been a big special teams guy, has been the main thing. And even here, you take a look at the transactions, he's never been placed on the injured reserve or anything like that. So maybe he just wasn't getting a lot of playing time. Maybe he was just inactive. But this could still be a guy who could be an option for the Bucs moving forward, can still be a guy who is a possibility. It seems like he was just inactive for one reason or another. But regardless, I think he's got good size. I think he's got good ability. He did start an entire year back in 2021, and seems like even recently he's been one of these guys who's played good in a sparing role, in a rotational type of role. I think at the very least, this is a guy you can have as your number 3, number 4 cornerback and be an option there going forward. I don't think it's going to cost the Buccaneers a lot of money. I think it can be a good option. Obviously, Todd Bowles has history with the New York Jets. Now, he doesn't have any history with Bryce Hall. Important to make a note of that, but is still maybe a guy that Todd Bowles can mold, kind of turn around his career a little bit, maybe have a step up in his overall play, or at the very least be somebody who's brought in as a depth cornerback. I think it is definitely telling that the Buccaneers brought him in for a visit, and really has been one of the first players that the Bucs have been brought in for a visit. There's another player we'll talk about in a separate video, but Bryce Hall could certainly be an option moving forward. Again, doesn't really scream as a guy just based off of what we know now about injuries and how he hasn't really had injuries. It just seems like he's been inactive for the most part, but could be a solid depth cornerback, somebody behind a guy like a Zion McCollum and a Jamel Dean, and could possibly give you some starts if you absolutely need him to. As we saw with the Pro Football Focus grades, also seems like he has been good in those sparing roles. Again, 16 passes defended in 2021 is not bad in my opinion, and might be a very good depth option with potential to be a starter as well, a young starter at that. Also, he's got great chemistry with Jordan Whitehead, so maybe that was something that was involved in there as well, as they both played for the Jets together in 2022 and in 2023. So, What do you guys think about Bryce Hall? Let me know your thoughts and opinions about this down in the comments section below. Do you want to see him come over to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and be a depth cornerback? Do you want to see the Buccaneers go in a different direction? Let me know your thoughts and opinions, guys. I would love to hear them. Again, this is a move that I don't think would cost a lot of money and seems like a pretty low risk, high reward type of move. But anyway, guys, thanks so much for watching this video. Hope you all enjoyed. And as always, folks, I will see you all in the next video or the next live stream. But until then, and as always, guys, goodbye for now and go Bucs.